Hi guys, welcome to your first video as part of the Under-14s Elite Athlete Program. We've got our strength video today for you, and we've got Anthony Haynes down. Anthony, will you quickly introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm a Hong Kong senior player that plays 15s and 7s for the last few years, and I think I'll be doing some strength stuff for you guys today.
So guys, as you've seen from the introduction, your format of this workout is going to be 4 exercises. Your first exercise is going to be push-ups, your second exercise is going to be squats, your third exercise is going to be a front plank, and you're going to finish with some lunges. Now the goal of this workout is you're going to do 40 seconds on each exercise, and your aim is to get as many repetitions, good repetitions, out in that 40 seconds with your rest. I want you after each set to record the amount of reps you get, and your target is on the next round to try and get that amount or if more. Okay guys, you ready to go? Let's get into it. Okay, just cut that buzzer. Okay guys, exercise number 1 is your push-up. We're going to start by showing you the basic push-up, but however, for some of you, you might find this a little bit hard, so we're also going to give you a regression, which is a way to make the exercise a little bit easier. Whichever one you choose, I want you to stick with that method for all 3 sets. Okay, ready to go. Your first exercise is a push-up, so Ant's going to show you starting position. You're going to be on your toes, and I want your hands directly underneath your chest, keeping your core nice and tight. We want a nice flat back. What we don't want to see, Ant's going to demonstrate what we don't want to see, bum up in the air, and similarly we don't want to see an arch in the back sagging down this way. Okay, so think about a nice strong plank from head to toe. Ant's keeping this nice and solid. He's going to bring his chest down to about 1 inch to 2 inches off the floor, and he's going to push back up. Okay, and give us three demonstrations of that exercise, please. Nice and slow, keeping his back nice and straight. Bring his chest down, pushing up, nice and slow. Good, and relax there. Now remember, your aim is in 40 seconds, get as many repetitions with good form out as you can. Right, I'm going to show you your regression now. For those of you who find it difficult to do 10 push-ups on your feet, what you can do is you can do your push-ups on your knees. So your starting position, as Ant is showing now, you're going to be down your knees, exactly the same concept. It's going to be nice and straight from head to your knee. What we don't want to see is bum up in the air, and we don't want to see an arch back down this way. So Ant's going to show us a couple of push-ups now, keeping his core nice and tight, exactly the same, bringing your chest about 1 inch above the floor and pushing back up, nice and slow. And one more please, Ant. Good, and rest there. And guys, that is your push-up. So whatever you start with for your first set, stick with that same type of push-up for your remaining 2 seconds. Cool. Guys, exercise number 2 is your squat. Now we're going to do a very basic squat here. But as an athlete, you decide how fast you want to do that squat. Remember, the goal is to get as many repetitions in as possible. Okay, Ant's going to show us how to start with a squat. You're going to start with feet shoulder width apart, feet slightly externally rotated, only ever so slightly. We're going to go arms out in front of you at shoulder height, keeping your core tight, and it's going to come down to the squat, keeping your back nice and straight, and he's going to come up. Good, Ant's just going to show us 3 repetitions here. Now you'll notice from the side, there's a couple of key things we want to be looking out for with the squat. When Ant's coming down, I want you to come down to hold. You want to make sure that your knees are about roughly in line with your toes. Okay, if you find that your knees are coming over your toes, a good way to test is by getting someone to put their arm down. If your knees are coming over your toes, you want to make sure that you sink your bum backwards. Good, so your knees are in line or behind your toes. That's your first key point. Second thing to look out for is a nice straight back. What sometimes happens when you get into that low part of the squat is you start to get an arch in that back. So you want to make sure you keep a nice big chest when you come into that squat. Good, nice solid back, keeping your bum towards the ground and knees behind. Last little pointer for your squat. Come up please, Ant. Have a look at Ant's heels when he squats here. Ant's keeping weight solidly through the back of his feet, through the middle of his feet, and pushing up through his heels. Good, and up you go, Ant. Ant's going to show us something that we don't want to be doing with our feet. As you come down, he'll come up onto his toes. As a result, lots of pressure on the knees, which is what we don't want to do. So up you go, Ant. 2 more reps to show you, down into the heels, pushing up through the heels, and up. And there's your squat. Guys, your next exercise is a great core exercise, and you all need to really work at this one, because it builds our strength from the inside outwards. Now the exercise is a front plank. Ant's going to again give us a demo of how we do a front plank. So you're going to start down on your elbows. You want to make sure that your elbows are directly underneath your chest, not out in front of your head or down in your chest. Directly under your chest, you're going to come up onto your toes. Now, as the name suggests, front plank, we want our body to be in a nice, straight, flat plank position. What we don't want to see is bum up in the air. Core's not working if we do that. And similarly, when the core starts to tire, a sagging back here. Okay? So, a little bit different from your other exercises. Rather than doing for 40 seconds, you're just going to do as long as you can with good form. Right, so Ant's showing nice good form. His head's nice and straight with his back, nice and straight down to his feet. Now what might start to happen is his core gets tired, which is going to happen eventually. His back is going to start to arch down towards the ground. As soon as that starts to happen, that's when I want you to stop. It might be 5 seconds, it might be 10 seconds, it might be 1 minute. You need to decide, as soon as that back starts to go, that's when you stop. Cool. That's your front plank. Alright guys, last one in your circuit. This is your fourth exercise. We're going to do static lunges. So with a static lunge, you're going to work 40 seconds on each leg, so 80 seconds in total. Ant's going to show us how to do a static lunge with his right foot forward to start off with. So, what you want to be looking for, exactly the same as a squat with Ant's front knee. You want to make sure his front knee isn't coming over his toes. Okay, show us one more, Ant. Good, so as you can see, as Ant comes down into that lunge, his knee is behind his toes. That's exactly what you want. We'll look at the back knee now. Your back knee, we'll make sure that you bend that back knee and bring it to about an inch above the ground. And come up. What we don't want to see is a straight back leg as we lunge. That's going to show us. Good. As soon as you do that, and that knee comes over the toes, and we're not engaging this back leg. Okay? Show us one more out, please. And upper body is staying nice and upright. You don't want to lean forward into that lunge, or you don't want to lean back. Nice and strong. So, you're going to do 40 seconds of work on this side. Cool? After you've done your 40 seconds, you're simply going to swap it over. Good. Engage that core. Exactly the same thing. Do as many reps as you can. Try to match the amount of reps you do on this leg as you do on your first leg. And that's it. Work hard, guys, and I want to see some results posted on the Facebook page. Good stuff.